Hi, my name is Tasha. I will be guiding you through a nice full body yoga sequence where you will find flexibility as well as strength. We will be beginning in child's pose at the back of your mat. Spread your knees wide and bring your big toes together to touch. Start to crawl your hands forward and sink your forehead into the ground. Once you arrive, just allow your arms to relax. Feel your hips soften onto your heels. Even allow your eyelids to become heavy. And start to take some very deep, full breaths. The most classical yogic breath is Ujjayi yogic breath, and that's breathing in and out of your nose. So you can maintain that style of breath throughout your practice to help stoke an internal heat, or you can breathe in any way that feels good to you. And as you start to deepen your breath, just feel your body soften into the ground, helping your body recover from the inside out. From child's pose, slowly make your way up into a tabletop position, all fours, hands and knees. Stack your shoulders directly over your wrists, palms flat, and spread your fingertips out nice and wide. As you inhale, cow pose, drop your belly down, lift your chin high up off your chest, soften your shoulders away from your ears. Big exhale to cat pose, round and curl through your upper back, tuck your chin tightly into your chest. Inhale, cow, drop your belly down, lift your chin. Exhale, cat, round and curl, chin to chest. A couple more times with your breath. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale to cat. Last time, cow, big inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, cat, round and curl, tuck chin to chest. Find a neutral tabletop, a nice flat back. Tuck your toes and lift your hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. Once you get into down dog, think about creating an upside down letter V position with your body. Set up your feet so that they're hip width distance apart. Hands are shoulder width distance apart with your palms flat. Take a couple breaths moving around in your down dog, pedaling into your feet, bending into one knee and driving down through the opposite heel, finding a nice recovery and stretch into your ankles and your Achilles. After a few pedals of your feet stretching into your Achilles, separate your feet a little wider than your hips. Slowly start to walk your hands all the way back to your feet, finding ragdoll at the back of your mat. Place a soft bend into your knees, and as you fold forward, grab a hold of opposite elbows. Let your head and neck fall completely heavy and take a few breaths here. You have the option to rock and sway side to side a little. Switch out the crossings of your hands. You can stay hanging through center or keep rocking side to side. Lower your hands to the floor. You'll place your left hand towards the center of your mat, slightly in front of your feet. Find a soft bend into your left knee and stretch your right arm all the way up to the ceiling as you twist open. Do some little wrist rolls with your right hand in the air. Make sure to take those circles in the opposite direction. So like your right arm was a giant windmill, you're gonna start to do some big arm circles forward out in front of you. Really feeling the articulation of your shoulder blade, how it moves onto your spine and away from your spine. And after a few circles in that direction, we'll take it the opposite way. Circle all the way up, reach back, let the arm drop down, and keep going. Slowly lower your right hand down in place where your left hand was. Little baby bend in your right knee and stretch your left arm all the way up. Start with your little wrist rolls. And after a few wrist circles, take it to the other direction with your wrist circles. Big arm circles all the way forward, around, and back. Just warming into your arms and your shoulders. Finding some lubrication for all of your joints. And switch out the direction of your circles. Take it all the way back. Letting your chest open as your hand reaches the top. Slowly lower your left hand to the floor. Let your knees bend even more and take your hands behind your low back, interlacing your fingers. As your arms straighten, stretch your fists up and overhead to the top of your mat. Let your head relax and take 3 deep breaths. Stay for one more breath. Lower your hands to the floor and start to walk your hands all the way forward to the top of your mat, finding a strong high plank position. So for my yogis who are a little newer to the practice, I recommend dropping your knees to the ground for a modified plank pose. From here, shift your shoulders forward as far as you can, keeping your core tight, and start to bend your elbows, lowering down halfway. Hold halfway, squeeze elbows into your ribs for 3. Chest lengthens forward for 2, and start to slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Once your belly touches the ground, untuck your toes and separate your feet out to the edges of your mat. Reach your hands towards your feet and interlace fingers behind your back. Lift your chest off the ground, reaching your fist towards your feet, and pop your toes off the floor, pointing them back, almost like you're creating a soft smile with your body. Lift up a little bit higher, take a big inhale to fill. And as you exhale, lower down, left ear comes onto the ground, gaze to the right. Relax your arms and your legs down by your side. Option to bend your knees, and you can windshield wiper side to side. Relax your legs to the floor if they're lifted. Bring your chin back to center. This time, interlace fingers behind your low back once again, but zip your legs together to touch. Lift your chest, reach your fists to your heels, and lift your feet off the ground here. Zip through your center line, pull your belly in tight, toes go back, chest goes forward, big inhale. Exhale, lower down, right ear to the floor, gaze to the left. Relax arms and legs by your side, and once again, you can bend knees and windshield wiper your legs left and right. Relax your legs onto the ground. Bring your chin back to center. Now this time, you're gonna take your hands onto your mat, framing your lowest rib. So hands are a little bit farther back. Hug your elbows in towards one another as you pull your shoulder blades down your spine. Feel the tops of your feet press into the floor. Get nice strong legs, engage your quads. Big inhale, straighten your arms, find upward facing dog. Lift your chin and your chest. Exhale, down dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips up high. Take a couple deep breaths. One more big round of breath. Inhale, look forward to your fingers. Exhale, walk your feet up to the top of your mat, bringing your feet to hip-width distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shin bones under your knees. Lengthen your chin and your chest forward, finding a nice flat upper back. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the ground, relax your head. Rise to standing, inhale, mountain, arm stretch all the way up. Exhale, pull hands in front of your heart, Samastitihi, standing at attention. Inhale, mountain, arms circle up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, hands to your shins. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to your high plank position. Bring your knees to the ground for modified plank, shift your shoulders forward, lower halfway down. This time, tops of your feet onto the ground, up dog, big inhale, arms straight, lift chin, chest. Down dog, exhale, lift your hips. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in. Big breath out. Look forward, bring your feet behind your hands. With your feet hip width apart, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Rise to mountain, inhale, arms up. Exhale, pull hands in front of your heart. Inhale, mountain, sweep your hands to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant your palms, step your feet back, high plank. Soften your knees to the ground, shift your shoulders forward, lower halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog, chin, chest high. Exhale, down dog, lift your hips. From your down dog, float your right leg up and back. Bend your right knee, roll your hip open, and do some big circles in the air with your right leg. Finding some nice hip mobility and movements here. Change the direction of your circular motion. Extend your right leg straight back. Flex your toes to the ground. Take a big inhale. Knee to your chest, exhale. Bring your shoulders all the way forward over your wrists. Step your right foot forward between your hands. You can always manually guide your foot forward if you need more support. Left hand to the center of your mat. Inhale, stretch your right arm high, twist open. Exhale, lower your right hand down to the ground. Soften your left knee to the floor and untuck your left toes. Reach your arms up, crescent moon. So stay here for a few breaths. Find a nice good stretch into your left quad and hip flexor, using every exhale to sink lower. Draw navel into your spine and lengthen your tailbone so you can find more support for your low back. As you sink into your hips, feel your shoulders soften. Lift your chin off your chest slightly. One more deep breath. Bring your hands to the ground to frame your right leg, half split. Flex your toes towards your face. Find a nice good stretch into the back of your right leg, opening into your hamstring. Bend into your elbows so you can fold and find a deeper stretch. Let your eyes close if that feels good for you. Take a couple deep breaths here. Slowly bend back into your right knee. Tuck your back toes, lift your left knee off the ground, and step back to your high plank position, right foot to meet your left foot. Shift your shoulders forward, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog, lift chin, chest. Exhale, down dog, lift your hips. Left leg lifts all the way up and back. Bend your left knee, roll your hip open, and do some big circles in the air with your left leg. Change the direction of your circular motion. Extend your left leg straight back. Big inhale, fill up. Knee to your chest, exhale. Step your left foot forward. Right hand to the center of your mat. Inhale, left arm stretches up, twist open. Exhale, lower your left hand to the floor. Drop your right knee down to the ground, untuck your back toes, sweep your arms up, crescent moon. Couple breaths here. Actively lengthen your tailbone. You want to feel the scoop of your low belly and your frontal hip bones so that you can sink into your hips and find more extension through your torso. This is such a great way to help recover, especially after lots of HIIT classes, running, cycling, all of that good stuff. So find it here so you can get a good low back release. Stay for one more breath. Lower your hands to frame your left leg. Find half split. Straighten into your left leg, flex your foot, and fold. Let your head relax. Take 3 to 4 very deep breaths. Last breath here. Bend into your left knee. Tuck your back toes, lift your right knee off the ground. Step back to your high plank position. This time, from high plank, to find a little bit of core strength, bring your right knee into your right arm and step back. Lift your left foot up, left knee to your left arm, and step your foot back. So just a few more times, alternating your legs, right knee to right arm, left knee to left arm, and you can always do these modified with your knees down on the ground. So even as we recover, it is so crucial and important to find core strength, which helps stabilize your entire body. For 3, 2, and 1, find tabletop, puppy pose. Walk your hands forward, sink your chin down to the floor, and keep your hips stacked over your knees. Let your upper body soften, feel your heart melt into the ground. Very slowly bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips high. From your down dog, look forward and bring your feet up to the top of your mat, making sure your big toes are together to touch this time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Chair, lower your butt towards the ground and stretch your arms up above your head. Pull hands through heart center in front of your chest. Take your twist to the right, hook your left elbow outside of your right knee and thigh. It's crucial to find opening through your mid and thoracic spine so that you can breathe more deeply. Big inhale, big exhale. Find center, inhale, chair. Hands to heart, twist to the left, hook your right elbow outside of left knee and thigh. Keep your butt low and corkscrew through your mid and your upper spine. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, chair. Keep your butt low, stretch your arms up. Pull hands to your heart center and slowly fold forward, hands to the ground, straighten your legs. Bend into your knees and lower your butt all the way to the floor and extend your legs straight out in front of you. From here, make sure that you're rooted into your sit bones. I like to rock a little bit side to side. Flex your feet towards your face. Sit up tall, big inhale, arms above your head. Exhale, seated forward fold. Lower over your legs and reach for your feet. If you're feeling extra tight today, you can always bend your knees instead and hold on to your feet here so that one day you can make your way into a straight leg position. Take 2 deep breaths. Very slowly rise up to seated and find butterfly, feet together, knees apart. So you have a few options here for butterfly. If you would like to really focus and target your hip flexors, have your heels really close to your inner thighs. If you would like to target your hip flexors but also find more of an emphasis on your IT bands and your outer hamstrings, slide your feet as far forward as they can without separating. Or you can find a nice in between. What's most important is what feels best for your body. So when you find your position, fold forward and let your head relax. Let your eyes close, soften your shoulders down, even allow your arms and your hands to relax on your mat. Take 3 of your deepest breaths into your hips. Stay for one more breath. Taking your time, slowly rise up, Extend your legs straight forward and you will make your way down to your back. Once you arrive onto your spine, bend your knees and place your feet flat to the ground, hip-width distance apart. Cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh. Pick your left foot up off the ground and reach for the back of your left leg, gently pulling your legs towards your chest to find a gentle stretch into your outer hip. 3 deep breaths. Keep your feet flexed so that they protect your knees. Last breath here, make it count. Slowly release your leg, place your left foot to the floor, place your right foot to the floor, and we'll switch left ankle over your right thigh. Keep your feet flexed and pick your right foot off the ground. Hands thread between your legs to reach for the back of your right thigh and gently pull your legs to your chest with every exhale. Send your breath to your outer hip, send your breath to anywhere where you feel the tension. And start to notice on your exhales the tension releasing, letting your body restore and rejuvenate. Last breath. Take your time, gently release your legs, place your feet flat to the floor. Extend your left leg straight forward and pull your right knee into your chest, holding on to it with both hands. Take a big inhale to fill. Exhale, twist your knee across your body to the left. Reach your right arm out to the side. You can keep your gaze up or gaze over your right shoulder. Send your breath into your spine. Very slowly unwind and extend your right leg straight forward. Pull your left knee into your chest, giving yourself a nice squeeze. Inhale. Twist with your exhale, knee across your body to the right. Stretch your left arm out to the side. Find your gaze wherever feels best for your neck and allow your eyes to close. Start to visualize your breath being sent to your spine. Unwind and pull both knees into your chest. Once you grab a hold of both knees, let your knees widen and reach for the outer edges of your feet, finding happy baby. Gently rock and sway side to side. Pull your knees back into your chest, curl your forehead up to your knees, big breath in to fill. And release, rest, relax, Shavasana. Legs to the ground, arms to the ground. Take time to spread out. Organize your body so you can rest in total stillness for these next few moments with your breath. Feel free to stay here longer. If you're ready to get on with the rest of your day, find little movements through your fingers and your toes. Even rocking the back of your head into the mat side to side. Inhale, stretch your arms over your head. Big open mouth exhale. Let your knees bend towards your chest. You'll slowly roll onto the right side of your body and press your way up to a comfortable seated position. Once you find your comfortable seat, pull your hands together in front of your heart, a gesture to acknowledge yourself and acknowledge your practice. Thank you all so much for being here and for restoring. Have a great rest of your day.